natural history and archaeology involved in it. So I've set myself a challenge because of this fine gentleman who says that we now have to learn an entire timeline from the first kind of early years through to high school. It's going to be chronological, but how the hell are you going to teach it? You don't know yourself. So we're going to have a challenge, see if you can do it, is to explain the entirety of history in 7-ish minutes, something like that. But what I'm trying to do is, once we get past all the dinosaur crap, is we're going to have how it relates to an archaeologist of the dinosaurs. Sorry. 4.5 billion years old, that's how old the Earth is. Keep that in mind. Dinosaurs were around for around 200 million to 66, 65 million years ago. It's a big, big time scale. Anatomically modern humans only come in 200,000 years ago. There go 66 million years ago is when the dinosaurs died out. 200,000 years ago is when the anatomically correct humans seem to be starting to come in. Therefore, this is not science. This is not correct. And unfortunately, no sport. If I see anybody bringing up creationism, they might be you talking about Adam and Eve. I've been asked, was Adam and Eve the Bronze Age or the Iron Age? No, they were in neither of them. So please leave that out of history lessons. Thank you very much. We are going to look at the Paleolithic and the Mesolithic. The Paleolithic means the Old Stone Age, and this is from around 200,000 years ago through to about 10 to 12,000 years ago. This is where humans have evolved to start to use stone tools, stone tool technology, and then this changes this kind of these time periods which archaeologists have given them. They're not really kind of cut and dry time periods. We have the Middle Stone Age to the Mesolithic. This is where the stone tool technology evolves. It becomes smaller. It becomes what those microliths, kind of arrowheads, big bang boom. And the Mesolithic period coincides with the end of the last ice age. These are, for instance, Greasby. You all know where Greasby is down the road, and it's got evidence of one of the oldest known repeated going back habitation settlements in the whole of Britain. Wirral is pretty awesome. What you can find this to refer all that locally, so to go back to school and say archaeology is on our doorstep. You don't need to go school trips to York or to London to stick on Mercy. Thank you very much. Then around 4,000 years ago in Britain, something called the Neolithic Revolution happened. It started in the Levant, it started in the kind of Middle East, Iran, Iraq, really cool countries, not the best shape today. But what happens in the Neolithic? People start farming. So farming, why is that so interesting? Well, we start becoming hunter-gatherers. This is when we hear for the first time, we stop chasing our food. Instead of going up to Scotland when the deers move up there, we're farming. Did it start by someone just throwing some seeds that we didn't eat and then all of a sudden they grew up? We don't know, but farming is a revolution. Why is it a revolution? Well, first of all, you've got to stay in the same place. If you plant your crops, then you've got to make sure you're there to harvest them. So we've got settlement for the first time, people living together. Farming is quite difficult, so again, it's about living in communities. Instead of just your family unit, we're living with other people. So the Neolithic is for the first time in history in Britain where people are living together, where our settlements come from. And we have technology evolving. Again, the stone tools become more advanced. There's a stone axe found in Winston, just down the road. And so the technology is polishing stone axes allows us to cut trees down. Contrary to popular belief, most of Britain by the end of the Neolithic period was devoid of all trees. It wasn't kind of big forests everywhere with a few scattered fields. By the end of the Neolithic, we know from evidence from pollen that most of Britain had been cleared and the landscape was not dissimilar as it was today. This again, there's a lot of these coming up in Wirral and Liverpool. What else happens in the Neolithic? Well, you're eating food, you've got your food stored, you're not having to chase food every single day, so you've got a bit more time on your hands. What do you do when you've got time on your hands? Well, first of all, you have a drink. Alcohol is starting to be brewed around this time, would be great. But also, what do you do when you have a drink? You get this and you go, oh, what's life all about? Why are we here? So, surprise, surprise, well, amongst other things, the first idea of religion seems to come along to say the idea that the world is much bigger than us, and we get how is that reflected in what we call as archaeologists monumentality, and we have places like Stonehenge. Stonehenge, these are actually Bronze Age. What we know of the first form of Stonehenge was in the Neolithic. They are aligned to the stars, they are aligned to the movement of the sun. So we know at this point, people have got a bigger idea about what life's about. They're thinking the bigger questions. It's all back to that kind of farming phase. Amazing time. Okay, bring on the bronze around 2500 BC. Again, this technology has come from the east. into Britain, and it's technology that allows people to have something for the first time. It's metal tools, and you can chop your trees down quicker, and you can crack your maple skull much easier than you can crack yours. And so we move from two stages. We go from back here where people were living together, buried together, a very kind of Marxist society, or what you imagine people kind of communal efforts, through to the haves and the have-nots with the Bronze Age, nice can't stay back found in Staunton. So what does that reflect itself from an archaeological perspective? Then we've got hierarchy. So we're not all living together and everything's free and hippie. Some people have stuff, some people don't. And so for the first time in history, you've got the idea of people are in charge and people are below. Usually the ones with these are the ones who are in charge. How does that reflect itself in the burial? Well, we're back to Stonehenge, places where people are being buried in groups, in these Neolithic chambers where there's lots of people buried, this kind of seeking a bit of equality. Well, we've got Bronze Age barrows where individual people are being buried. This would take hundreds and hundreds of man-hours to build one Bronze Age burial, and these were scattered across the landscape. In Britain, there's one in Staunton, there's one in Raby. Christ, let's move on quickly. Wait to Bronze Age, again, it's not individuals being buried. Age of Iron, I'm going to move on really quickly. Iron Age, again, design technology that comes in. Here's a view from Irby down the road, an amazing farmstead that carried on through to the Roman period. There's the Romans, I'm not going to explain too much about them, but you know them. And you all think that Chester's the most amazing Roman site in the northwest, but it's not. The most amazing Roman site in the northwest is Mells, just down the road. More finds come out of Mells than anywhere else in Britain from the Iron Age to the Roman period in terms of metalwork. It's a stunning, stunning site. This is my favourite bit, the early medieval period. What is the medieval? It's the end of the Roman period in Britain, and it stretches all the way on to 1066, this early medieval period. And you've got the Saxons, Vikings, and put them on the same page because they interlap. Don't always treat them differently. And this is where we have, are they pagans, are they Christians? We have our days of the week named after Saxon and Viking gods. Woden, Wednesday, Thursday, Freya, Friday. So we speak that, but they also become Christianised. This is from Overchurch, and then there's some Overchurch people here. There's a root stone that says, for the canon, the Athelman, which means the people of the village pray for Athelman. So this is a really important stone. Only one ever found in Cheshire, it's down the road. And this is where we get our place name from. So just shout out the place name of the school where they come from. Manchester. What the sea means, the island of the strange men. How up? Manchester, Manukium is a Roman settlement, but the Chester element is a Saxon word which means a Roman fort. Any real ones? Thingwall. Thingwall, the assembly site of the field of the assembly. It was a Viking Age place name, which means people gather around and talk. Hensby is a mixture of Brythonic, which is pre-Saxon, which means the settlement on the hill. And Why is a Viking Age name? Grievesby, either the grieve or the graph, which means either the grieve is either a man who's like a policeman type thing in his beeline, his farm said, or mainly the graph, which means the woodland, and the farm said the woodland. Anyway, that's the way from the place name. So these are all on your doorstep. 1066, no matter what happened to corporate takeover, where the conqueror came in and took off the Anglo-Saxon Earls very quickly, and there wasn't very many people that were involved in that struggle. What did they do? They dominate the castles in the landscape. Castles are about power, showing how big they are. It's a bit like Waverley Willie about to show how great they are. And we were very good at admin, and they could great Labour government because they like lots of paperwork. So what would you do? You invite all the monks over from France and say, you look after the land, you live to man, by the way, can you do all the paperwork? This is where we get things like Doomsday Book. It's written by the people who are literate, which happens to be the monks. And we're getting there. What was the end of the medieval period? The medieval period ends around the Renaissance and Reformation. This is still kind of up in the air as to how it goes. But I'm going to end the medieval period because we kind of go on. But I'll give that a quick showing of how important the whole of history is, how you need to kind of know how there's not just period to period, but how you should get from one to the other, but also by looking on your doorstep. We're all Liverpool, the Northwest. It's an amazing location. You should be using it in your classrooms. You should be using it to guide your children to show how amazing archaeology is on their doorstep. I'll stop there before I